Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since my last Etheria restart video. I've been busy with some other work recently, but I never stopped playing the game. I've still been logging in every day, keeping up with my dailies, farming resources, and slowly building the newer Animus as they were released. One of those Animus is Nathan. He's been in the game for a while now, but I didn't want to make a guide until I had him fully built and actually spent enough time testing him in PvP. After using him extensively, I can confidently say that he's one of the most oppressive kinetic units we've had so far. His kit is incredibly well designed, every ability works together perfectly, and once you understand how he functions, it's easy to see why he's become such a nightmare to fight. So today I'll break down his kit, explain why he's so dominant in Arena, and show you the exact build I've been using. The first thing that stands out about Nathan is how well his entire kit scales with speed. Normally, speed is just there to help a character take more turns. But Nathan gets rewarded for building beyond that. Once he reaches a certain speed threshold, every additional point of speed starts increasing both his critical damage and his effect accuracy. That means the same stat that's helping him move first is also making him hit harder while improving the consistency of his debuffs. That's already a huge advantage, but it gets even better. Whenever Nathan attacks, he has a chance to trigger Swift Volt. When that happens, he becomes immune during that attack, can't receive critical hits, and immediately gains turn meter afterward. The faster he is, the more often this effect can happen. So his passive constantly rewards investing into speed instead of treating it as just another utility stat. His basic attack is also much more useful than it looks. Since it attacks twice and applies speed down, it helps control the pace of the fight, while making it even harder for opponents to recover once Nathan starts snowballing. His second skill is where he starts becoming truly frustrating to deal with. It's a powerful single-target attack that scales from his HP. But what really makes it special is the Terminate effect. Instead of simply dealing damage, Nathan can outright eliminate enemies that fall below the required health threshold, and that completely bypasses mechanics that normally save characters from dying, like invincibility or Soul Ward. That's incredibly valuable in PvP because so many defensive teams rely on those effects to survive burst damage. Nathan simply removes that safety net. After using the skill, he also restores a large amount of his own HP, making him surprisingly difficult to wear down over the course of a match. He isn't just deleting enemy carries, he's keeping himself healthy enough to continue applying pressure. Then we have Breaching Jolt, and this is the ability that, in my opinion, pushes Nathan into the top tier. It's an AoE attack that hits every enemy multiple times while applying both speed down and forgetfulness. Forgetfulness is the real star here. A huge number of Arena units rely heavily on their passive abilities to function. Whether it's defensive effects, extra attacks, survivability, or other passive mechanics, shutting those down can completely change the outcome of a fight. Nathan doesn't need to overpower those teams through raw damage alone. He disables one of the biggest reasons they're strong in the first place. On top of that, once you've invested into his skills, Breaching Jolt becomes available more often, allowing him to keep applying pressure throughout the battle instead of relying on a single opening rotation. Now let's talk about my build. For modules, I wanted to maximize everything Nathan naturally excels at. The biggest priority is speed. His passive rewards it more than almost any other offensive stat. So reaching that threshold as early as possible should be your first goal. After that, I focused on HP, since every damaging skill in his kit scales from it. Building HP not only increases his damage, but also makes him much harder to kill, which is exactly what you want from a character that's constantly taking turns. I also made sure to build enough critical rate to stay consistent, while pushing critical damage as high as possible to fully benefit from his passive. For matrix effects, I'm running Wellspring together with Swift Rush and Swift Smite, giving him even more speed while improving his overall consistency. As for the shell, I'm using Jackal Guard. I think it fits Nathan perfectly because every time he finishes taking an action, Jackal Guard immediately follows up with another attack, grants him speed up, and pushes his turn meter even further. That creates excellent synergy with his passive since more speed means more value from Running Bolt, while the extra turn meter allows him to cycle back to his important skills even faster. Everything about this shell complements what Nathan already wants to do instead of trying to force a different playstyle. Overall, after finally getting Nathan fully built and spending plenty of time with him in Arena, I completely understand why he's considered one of the best kinetic animus in the game. His entire kit has clear synergy. Speed increases far more than just his turn frequency. His HP investment translates directly into damage. His sustain keeps him in the fight. Terminate gives him answers against defensive teams, and Forgetfulness lets him dismantle many of the strongest passive-based compositions in the current meta. Very few characters feel this complete. If you've pulled Nathan and were wondering whether he's worth investing in, my answer is absolutely yes. He's been one of the most enjoyable animus I've used in PvP, and I don't see him leaving my arena teams anytime soon. Let me know what you think of Nathan down in the comments, and if you're running a different build, I'd love to hear what you've been having success with. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Etheria restart content, and I'll see you all in the next video.